All right, so here's the moment you've all been waiting for, the how to mod Stardew Valley on mobile update video. So there's some good news and bad news. We're gonna start with the bad news. Bad news is I cannot get it to work on Android 14. So there is another method of doing it that's a little different that requires a PC. You might have luck doing it with Smappy, possibly, but I can't get it to work. So for Android 13, which is last year's version, you need a special file explorer, like a FV Explorer or something along those lines, to access the file permissions to add mods. You'll have to move your save files to the Smappy folder, things like that. I'll kind of go through that a little bit, at least point you in the right direction of where it all goes. For before Android 13, you can click the link down in the description to the download page for the newest Smappy and just follow my last video, because it'll still be relevant other than which mods and how you get them. You can just download any mod, and if it's compatible, it'll work. If it's not, it just won't, because Smappy's still buggy. They still haven't figured out how to get it completely running yet. Part of that is just the changes that Android has made. So let's see. Let's go ahead and go through what I have so far. We are going to open up the Smappy installer and install it. Even though it doesn't work, I'm hoping it'll at least pull up the folder so you guys can see where it's at. And of course, you'll have to go through and grant permissions and stuff, but it should automatically ask you if you want to be able to install from unknown sources. So we'll go ahead and see. I hit open and nothing happens, so I can't even open Smappy. Let's see if I go through FV File Explorer, I might be able to. So you just go into Files, Android, Data, and I'm hoping I can point you to the right folder. I was having a hard time getting it to show up last time. There we go. Smappy Stardew Valley. So it's storage emulated 0 Android data. Calm Zane Stardew Valley. That folder, which it won't let me do, being on Android 14, is what you need to grant access to on Android 13. And that's also the exact same folder you'll have to use on anything before 13, where they didn't care so much where stuff went. Okay, so that, and following my last video on Android 13 and before, should work, hopefully. With Android 13, you might need a PC to even move folders, which is what I would have to do on 14, but I can't even open Smappy, so there's no point in me even doing it. So we're gonna go ahead and go back, and you want to go to the Play Store, which I'll put a link in the description, and download Steam Link right here. This requires a PC, unfortunately, but this will work on Android and iOS, and I believe this is also the way that you've seen some content creators showing that they were able to play Stardew Valley expanded on their mobile device. It's supposed to work anywhere, but there are reports of some people having trouble getting Steam Link to work outside of their home. When you're connected to the same Wi-Fi, it works every time. Sometimes when you're on mobile network or something, it doesn't work. So let's see. Let's go ahead and I'll just hit allow for the nearby sources thing, and we'll get started. And it's got a scan for computer, which it's got, so that's my computer there. So I'm going to go ahead and hit connect. And there's a pin that I'm blurring out here that I need to enter on my computer. It automatically popped up. Throw that in real quick. Now it should test the network and establish a connection, hopefully. This all depends on whether so it has decent upload. And yes, because it's a new phone, it may not perform well. It hasn't been tested, which is fine. This is just to show you guys how it works. So you hit OK. So you need to, and say it says I have a slow connection. That's part of my Wi-Fi issues. So you need to go to your Steam, and first you need to actually download Smappy on your PC, which I've done, but let me see if I can pull that up there for you. And let's see. I would have it in my downloads. Oh, that's my expanded folder. So I downloaded everything for expanded too, because we're gonna test together to see if this works. So you go in and you download Smappy. You can actually do that from Nexus Mods. So that's the easiest thing. Just go to Nexus Mods, get Smappy and all the things you want to do. And then we will go into Steam. And yeah, internet issues, whatever. Okay, so I've already added it. But what you do is you go right click. Oh no, not right click. I just did this the other day. Yeah. Oh, add a game right here. So click on add a game. And you can add a non-Steam game. And that's how you get Smappy on here. So you add non-Steam game. And it'll search through here, but this isn't going to show it. So hit browse. And up, because it's, so it's under Steam. Steam apps. Common. And I believe it's in the Stardew Valley folder. Yes, it is. Stardew Valley mounting API. So you'll click that and it'll add it to your Steam games. Then from there, we should, in theory, be able to use that to mod on your phone. So let's go show you the file folders for that. And show you where to throw all your mods into. Oops. Wrong one. Steam apps. Common. Stardew Valley. And there's mods. That's where you'll throw all your mods into. And you can create a folder of whatever mod you're wanting to use with all its dependencies. And throw that in there and it'll work. And then what I usually do is I throw another folder in here that says like no mod. And I throw the ones I'm not using in there so I can swap back and forth depending on what I want to do. So mine's got expanded and all the dependencies in there unzipped. Of course, you have to unzip everything. And let's see if it'll work. I know Stardew Expanded works on Steam, but let's make sure it'll work on my phone as well. Okay, so let's get back in the Steam link because it kicked me out for some reason. Okay, so let's hit start playing. It's gonna connect slowly because connection's not great. And this will put your PC into the Steam Big Picture mode. So if anybody's using your PC, it might not be a good thing to do this. Press any button and tap the screen to continue. Okay. Let's see, it's even showing what's popping up on my PC screen for some reason. Okay, so Steam menu, access your library, more. Quick menu access, we press the Steam button plus A to access your friends list, all that. Just a little walkthrough there, you guys can go through if you want. Okay, now let's see if I can find my game. So we'll go to library. And we'll go up to non-Steam. There we go. Start modding API and we'll hit play. Oh, it's gonna make me use the joystick on the screen. So you can connect the joystick, which would be a lot easier, or keyboard or mouse, which would be even easier. But this should work for you and get you all going. So let's see if this works. Let it load the mods. It says some things will affect saves, and it also say that Stardew Valley expanded. If there's a big change, will break. But everything looks like it's loaded. There's no red on the text on here. There we go. Now, hopefully, the PC will recognize the inputs of the controller. And it does. Okay. So, we're going to go to new. Just start a new game real quick for... just because. Let's see. Hit the keyboard button. Like I said, this would be a lot easier with it. Keyboard or mouse or joystick. Hey, look, it popped up keyboard this time. That's nice. So if you're using your keyboard, it'll pop up that keyboard for you too. Oh. Yeah, see, this is my internet. If your internet's not fast enough, you'll have troubles with this, but if you live in a city or something, you should have perfect internet for it. I'm gonna hit skip intro. I'm not gonna bother character creator or anything, because I just want to make sure this works. Skip intro, and go. Signals to the video, so it's just having problems staying connected. Here we go. Let's load. Alright, here we are. We should be in Stardew Valley Expanded. We can check that with the friends list, of course. See, mine's going a little glitchy just because of my internet. If there was nobody else using the internet and stuff, it wouldn't be this bad for me, but a couple people watching TV and stuff. So I didn't download the farm, but this would be the farm access to that side of the farm. It adds the shed anyway, so that's kind of cool. I didn't know it did that. So yes, as you can see, expanded is working, but the caveat is it requires the use of a PC. But you can do it on iOS. So if you have a PC, if you have Stardew on your PC, you can play modded on your phone doing this. Let's go double check the charger real quick. Yeah, see, we got this house and everything. So it's all working. Cool. So let's go ahead and we'll just exit out of here. And what's really funny is it'll actually, let me switch you over to my, just kick me out. Anyways, it was, here, I'll show you what my PC looks like. It's actually showing the game as it was playing on the PC, which is kind of crazy, but that's the way it works. So your PC has to be on and available for use to be able to do it. We'll just get out of here. Okay. Now, switch you back to the phone screen. Now the one last thing I haven't checked yet, but I showcased this last time as a way you can mod on your phone to a degree. It's basically just changing the way your save works and giving yourself things. It's a Stardew Valley save editor. And I don't know if they've updated for Android 14, but we'll find out. Save editor for Stardew Valley. Get it installed real quick. And I know when 1.5 first came out, it didn't work, but then like the next day it did. So okay, so we need to go add directory, Android, and it won't let me. So as of right now, on Android 14, I can't even use this because that's all SMAPI internal mods and stuff. It's not the actual game. But if it lets you on yours, you can go in and access Stardew Valley. Or you even use the mod directory if you can get Smappy to work, and it'll let you change your save and do some editing and stuff. There is a link to this app in the description, and it's also at the end of my last video, which is linked in the description. So I hope this helped you guys out. I was hoping to be able to do more for you and actually show you how to mod on the mobile with Smappy, but just Smappy being so buggy and everything else going on with it, it's not working as good as I hoped anymore. So this is it. And if you have any questions, I fixed my Discord link. It does actually link to my Discord now. You can find me there. I also have other links in my description. You can go to find me. Some people have found me on Reddit, etc. If you have any questions, I might be able to walk you through something even if I can't access it on this phone. I might be able to do something with my old phone to figure out like technical steps or walkthroughs or something, or even just online searching. I had somebody who was wondering about accessing the saves, and we figured out how to walk through moving those into the correct folder to access the vanilla saves in Smappy, because it's different. But I think this is all I got for you right now, and I hope you all have a great day, and we will see you in the next one. Goodbye.